The summit took place in Tianjin, China, under the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or for short, the SCO. It's a bloc once dismissed as a regional talk shop. Well, but now, what is it? It's now a gathering of China, Russia, India, Iran, Belarus, and a dozen other countries. These countries, they represent more than 40% of the entire world population. We can't dismiss this. During the summit, Xi Jinping called out Western bullying and pushed for a new multipolar order. Vladimir Putin, under sanctions and isolated in the West, blamed NATO not only for the US bullying, but also for the war in Ukraine. Let's go back for a second, back into history. This, whatever is going on right now, it's not new. The roots stretch back all the way to 1945, the Cold War. The US and its allies built the world through institutions like NATO, the IMF, the World Trade Organization. It's those structures that secured Western dominance. That's why America was the best, biggest, brightest country in the world. But what happened? In 2001, China and Russia helped form the SCO as a counterweight. At first, it was about border security, and then, just like any other corporation, it expanded, adding more members like India, Pakistan, building military exercises, and offering loans and infrastructure deals through the China's Belt Road Initiative. That was something big that was going on, right? Now in 2025, the SCO is openly, very openly, presenting itself as the alternative to the West, launching its own development bank, building joint AI energy projects, and even expanding satellite networks to bypass Western techs. What does this mean for the US? Well, for the United States, this summit is a warning. The unipolar world with Washington at the center, it's fading. So now the balance of power is expanding. It's not only the US, and it's for the US right now to see if they can still remain the dominant power in the world. Economically, the SCO, which is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, nations are building supply chains that avoid the dollar. Militarily, Russia and China, they're showcasing unity at a time when NATO is overstretched. What does that mean? Donald Trump says NATO has too much power. NATO has too much money. We're supplying with too much military from the US, too many soldiers from the US, too much money from the US. But I want everybody to understand that NATO is a part of the US dominance. The only reason the US expanded its dominance is partly because of NATO, is partly of WTO, is partly because of the International Monetary Fund. These are institutions that help the US to be a dominant force in the world. And now if we take that funding, if we take that money, if we take that strength away from institutions like that, well, guess what? The US dominance can slowly, inch by inch, fade. Leaders like Modi are proving that neutrality is profitable. They're playing both sides. They're playing them against each other. The US still holds the world's strongest military, the most powerful currency, and just overall, it's unmatched in power. But if the SCO continues to grow, the West faces a rival bloc with its own banks, alliances, and a vision of order. What order are we talking about? Is it the New World Order, I guess? This summit was a declaration. The question is, will America adapt to a multipolar world order or fight to preserve a fading democracy?